Here we are again, folks. I'm just going to do butchering a deer part 3. In this video I'm going to do the middle neck, the best end, and I'm going to do the saddle. So we just get started now. So basically I'm just going to remove the meat. It can be diced, it can be minced. I'm actually going to mince it. I think it's a lovely piece of meat for mincing. It can actually be taken off and boned and rolled if there's not too much damage. Sometimes this end does get a bit of damage, especially if the animal has been shot in the shoulder. And you can actually see there's a nice bit of fat in this animal, a bit of marbling, which you don't normally see in deer unless they've been really well fed. And I can assure you this was on a dairy farm and it's been really, really well fed. Now there is a line, the end of the line actually terminates here, so I'm going to extract that as well. Just run the knife down along the rib, down onto the bone, and just peel it back. Comes away quite handy if you just follow the line of the bone. Now there will be a little bit of damage on this, which I will tidy up, and I'll discard anything that has any blood in it, and I'll trim that down as well because I do want to extract that piece of line. Now some people think you can't use deer fat, it doesn't taste well. In actual fact, deer fat is quite nice if it's that white fat. Nothing wrong with it, and it's fabulous in burgers. It adds a little bit of moisture to the burgers. You can add additional fat. You can use lamb fat or you can use pork fat, depending on your preference. I mean, that's nearly all the meat that's on that, and I'll flip it over then and I'll do the other side, but I'll get as much off this as I can. That's it. There's very little left on that. Just a little bit of trimming there maybe. I'll actually take that bit of fat there, show that in, and then I'll flip it over and do the other side. Now I'll just tidy this piece of meat up here and see can I extract the line from it. Keep that for mincing, and there is a dividing line there that you can actually maneuver with your hands, and you can see there that the line is actually in that little piece there. So that's the line, but I will take that silver strip off it. Again, I'll just tidy this up because there is a little bit of blood in some of this. The animal was shot close to the neck, and I'm going to remove that sinew there. It's almost like a rubber band, and it's not appetizing, and I certainly wouldn't be interested in cooking it up. And I can put that in with my mince. And now I'm going to remove the silver strip on the line. It doesn't cook out. It's not like the silver strip on shin. Can be used in stocks though. I'll just trim that off there, and I have a piece from the other side. So there are two nice pieces of fillet, beautiful fried. Again, I'll just take off the silver side on this. There we have it. Keep those. So next is the best end, which I have here. Take it out of the fridge. Nice piece of meat. Best end can be used several ways, but first I'm actually going to cut the ribs into usable amounts. little bit tricky this, but you can get it done. I'll trim that down in a few minutes. Now, what I'm going to do here, there's several ways you can do this. You can actually take the loins, which are fried on their own, are absolutely beautiful. You can make a guard of honor, or you could simply do it as chops. Again, just follow the bone. And again, I'll keep this for stock. Just going to trim these. If I was going to do chops, I probably wouldn't trim these. Again, they can be used for mincing. Now I'm just going to show how you would do a guard of honor if you were going to do one. I'll leave that there for a second, and I'll do similar to the other one. Now, if you were going to do a guard of honor, what you can do is you can take the meat off the bones here. You can what they call French dressing, and then you can sit that in there, and you have a nice piece of roast, which looks very well on a plate on the table. But today I'm actually going to do chops. Very simply. Beautiful chops. And because there's a nice bit of fat on this animal, I'm not going to strip back the bones because I like that when it goes nice and crispy. They are beautiful pieces of meat. I would defy you to find anything better than that in any butcher shop. Absolutely beautiful piece of meat. So that's the chops, and then I'm going to trim out the remainder of the ribs, purely to use the meat that's on it. And again, I minced this for burgers, and that can go in there. Now there's not much on it, to be quite honest, so I probably won't bother. Might take a bit off this end. or you can simply barbecue them. So that's the best end. That's it, my friends. Part 3 completed. I hope you've enjoyed what we've done here today. And again, thanks for watching.